Let's talk about some of the most important characters in Greek mythology. First, we have Zeus. Zeus is the king of the gods. He's the lord of the heavens. He's associated with thunder and lightning. He's very fond of beautiful women. And although he's married to Hera, his sister, he has lots of affairs. And so he has lots of children with different gods and goddesses and humans. And many of the stories are about Zeus's offspring. Poseidon is Zeus's brother, god of the ocean and earthquakes. He was a very powerful god. If you remember in the last video, I talked to you about where Greece was located, and there was a lot of water around Greece. And fishing and the ocean was very important to the ancient Greeks. So Poseidon was a very, very important character, an important god to them. And then his symbol, like I said, is the trident, which is a three-pronged spear. Hades is Zeus's brother, lord of the underworld and lord of the dead. Hades was, it says a dim, shadowy figure here in the PowerPoint, but Hades is sometimes called the grim king. He's not evil or a villain all of the time. He just happens to live in a kind of a dark, depressing place in the underworld. The ancient Greeks believed that everyone who died, all souls that died, went to the underworld. And there, depending on how you lived your life, you went to a certain area of the underworld. And Hades was just the king of the dead there. But he's not like an evil devil sort of character at all. Hestia is Zeus's sister. She is the goddess of the hearth and home, the goddess of the family, the guardian of family. Demeter is Zeus's sister. She is the goddess of grain and agriculture. She's a very powerful goddess that can control if things grow or not. She's a bond between the heaven and the earth. Hera is Zeus's sister and also his wife. She is the queen of the gods, the guardian of marriage. Her symbol is a peacock. She's oftentimes jealous because her husband does have many affairs in the stories, but yet she still loves her husband. Athena. Athena is the goddess of wisdom and warfare. She is the daughter of Zeus, and the city Athens, Greece, was named after Athena. She also was the goddess of like strategy, that kind of thing. Apollo. He is the son of Zeus, god of poetry, music, medicine, and light. He is associated with the sun. Artemis, Apollo's twin sister. She's the goddess of hunting and of wild things, associated with the moon. Ares is a bit different than the goddess Athena. Ares is the son of Zeus, and he is a god of warfare. And he was very feared by the ancient Greeks. They were afraid of him. He was thought to be a bloodthirsty god, like wanting death and killing, and he was very kind of angry in the stories. Hephaestus. Hephaestus is the son of Zeus and Hera. He is blacksmith god of fire. So he forges weapons for the gods and goddesses. Aphrodite is the wife of Hephaestus. Interestingly enough, the ancient Greeks believed that Hephaestus was one of the ugliest gods, and he's married to the most beautiful goddess, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. She was said to have been born of the sea foam. Her son is Eros, and you see in parentheses here Cupid. The ancient Greeks had many important characters, but when the Romans overtook the Greeks later, they loved all of their stories, but they wanted to change the names. And so sometimes you'll see Eros is the Greek name of Cupid, and Cupid is the Roman name, okay? And actually, Aphrodite is the Greek name of this goddess. The Roman name of Aphrodite is the goddess Venus. So it's generally the same character. It's just when the ancient Romans overtook the Greeks, they changed the names. Hermes. Mercury is the Roman name, interestingly enough, for Hermes. But Hermes is the son of Zeus. He's the messenger of the gods. He's the god of science and invention. If you see on his feet, he has winged shoes so that he can fly and deliver messages. And that's it for the characters. So you'll hear and see some of these characters in the stories that we read today and then also next week.